The following program may contain elements not suitable for all ages. Performances are conducted by trained professionals. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today on NEW Evolved, Psycho Mitch defends his newly acquired NEW Interprovincial Championship against current tag team partner Sheik Aziz. Then, in our main event, the Wild Thing, Tony King, the most hated man in Newfoundland, steps into battle with maritime predator Titus. Stay tuned for this and more on NEW Evolved.
So no matter what happens tonight, one of us will be champion, and at the end of the night, Justin Locke will not.
Well, John, as you can see, these guys here are friends, but they're not friends right now. Once a title gets into the mix, it's anybody's guess what's going to happen.
Well, as you can see, at the end of the Republic Rumble, Sheik Aziz took the Interprovincial title, a prize won and coveted by Psycho Mitch, and held it high in the air. And I think Aziz, being the little sneaky predator that he is finally putting a push on becoming a champion in New Evolution Wrestling.
Do you think there's a little bit of jealousy there on behalf of Sheik Aziz?
Jealousy is 100% what this issue is. He couldn't just be happy for his friend, the monster, Psycho Mitch.
Well, we just seen a quick 2 count there as referee Justin Crickard was right on the money there.
And there's the ring awareness and the wildiness of Sheik Aziz. I've worked with Sheik Aziz in the past. You can never count him out, even in a fight of this magnitude. This is actually when he's at his most dangerous, is when he has nothing to lose and everything to... Oh my God, though! The power of Psycho Mitch with that big boot over the top rope.
Well, as you were just speaking about how cunning Sheik Aziz is, he just took 2 big suplexes and got dumped over the top rope with a big boot for his troubles.
This is probably going to make Sheik Aziz kind of wish maybe that he didn't go anywhere near Psycho Mitch's title.
Well, Psycho Mitch did win that championship fair and square. They were both legal participants in the Rumble, and they both participated, and Mitch won.
And you know what? While I got you here, let's talk about fair and square, okay? My boys, Alexander Guthrie and Blake Maxwell, fair and square last week beat your favorite boy band, the Capital City Saints. But then, out of nowhere, a referee takes it upon himself to order the match restarted? How's that fair?
Well, let's get something straight. It's not a referee. It's the senior official who happened to see...
you know what? I don't care what you have to say. Pin attempt by Sheik Aziz. 2 count only. Mitch kicks out. I am going on record as saying that this is absolute collusion between the Office and the Capital City Saints, and we will not rest until those tag titles are back around our waists.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what NAW executive producer Mike Barrington has to say about that.
Well, right now, as you can see, like I was saying, Sheik Aziz, when he gets in this situation, he just becomes an animal. He picks out a body part, and as you can see right now, pulling back on the arm, applying pressure to the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, smacking the rib. He's trying to soften Mitch up for that camel clutch that he's won oh so many matches with in the past.
Well, I gotta give Sheik Aziz a lot of credit. It's not too often you see the monster Psycho Mitch in a precarious predicament like this.
Not too many men in Newfoundland wrestling history can say that they have managed to control the beast Psycho Mitch like he has.
Is it fair to say that maybe he's able to do that because he knows Psycho Mitch better than anybody else?
Oh, well, there's an old saying that says, familiarity breeds contempt, but it also breeds an excellent game plan for when you're prepared to stab your friend in the back. And here we go now. Keep him grounded. It doesn't matter how big Psycho Mitch is if Sheik Aziz can keep him on that mat.
That's very true, but Psycho Mitch does have a lot more upper body strength. Can he keep him down?
Well, this is where a game of leverage is really going to come into play here. Sheik Aziz really needs to start exploiting some weaknesses. Attack the legs, not the back, not just yet. If he can't stand, he can't fight. And as you can see, to my point, he easily overpowered Sheik Aziz that time and is back to his feet. Oh, catches him now. What's this going to be, Travis?
Speaking of overpowering... Oh, wow, it looks like a reverse slam into a bridge. 1, 2. That was almost a 3 count.
That was almost a 3 count. Very close to being a successful title defense. His first title defense, might I add, as Interprovincial Champion. And I am super impressed with the quality of that bridge after that fall-away slam. What's the big man going to do now? He drags Sheik Aziz's limp body over to the corner. Looks like he's going to go for a Vader bomb here. Oh, and so well scouted. Sheik Aziz again. Ring awareness is everything when you're wrestling a monster like that. That wasn't a good idea. Oh no, here we go. Oh, he slips out. Oh, Mitch takes his head off with a clothesline. Can he?
1, 2, 3. No, that was close. Referee Justin Crickard, right on the money there.
Good call by Justin Crickard. Sheik Aziz manages to sneak out of that pinfall attempt at the last possible second, but now he has an irritated and very angry monster in Psycho Mitch. And look at Mitch standing over Aziz. Wait a...
What's Psycho Mitch doing?
Oh my God, just those clubbing forearms. And a big boot to the back. This guy's an uncaged animal. How can you actually have him on the roster? Isn't this a safety issue? Pin attempt now. He kicks out. Sheik Aziz.
Sheik Aziz showing a little bit of resilience of his own.
He's showing some guts, I gotta say. Again.
He really wants that title.
Here we go. Oh, he is pretty much out on his feet right now.
Psycho Mitch going for his patented pile driver finisher here.
The Psycho driver is just a disgusting looking maneuver. And Aziz was able to actually counter it twice and jumps up on the back for a modified sleeper.
It looks to me he's trying to put all of his weight on top of Psycho Mitch to try to get him down on the mat. He might be listening to your advice.
It's sound advice. It's something that I don't need to tell Sheik Aziz. He's been around forever. He's had some very, very big bloody battles. And here we go. Look, it worked. He's managed to sink in the camel clutch. This could be it. The champ, Psycho Mitch, could be in a lot of trouble right now.
Well, this is his patented finishing move. But let's see if he's able to break out of it. I don't think I've ever seen anybody break out of this before.
Oh my God. Look at the power of Mitch. Oh, there you go. Sheik Aziz cuts him off. Just ramming both legs down into the back. Now he's staring. What is Sheik Aziz doing? Oh my God! Using Psycho Mitch as an elevated surface to jump up and then deliver a senton bomb. And now it's in deep.
I don't think he had it locked in properly the first time, but this time it looks to be cinched in pretty good.
It's all over. Justin Crickard should call for the bell now. Even Monster's hurt. Could be the end of a very short-lived interprovincial title reign by Psycho Mitch.
Well, from the looks of this, Psycho Mitch might be out. No, Psycho Mitch is not out. It looks like he's trying to squirm out here.
And at this point, Sheik Aziz has to be asking himself, what? What else can I do? What else do I have to do to keep this behemoth off of his feet?
What?
He tried to go for a lung blower that time and gets caught. He's up on Psycho Mitch's shoulder. He's trying to take the mask off. That's smart strategy right there. Off the ropes. Oh, he runs right into the black hole slam.
What's going on here? Does it look like he's going for another Vader bomb?
I personally think the black hole slam could have done it, but he follows it up with a Vader bomb here.
That's for good measure. There's no way he's kicking out of this. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Interprovincial champion. Title does not change hands here. This was a great competitive battle.
Competitive, I think this started to become a little bit more personal as it wore on, but nonetheless, Psycho Mitch, still your reigning and defending NEW Interprovincial Champion.
All right, fans, and welcome back to NEW Evolved. And I just want to take this time to send out my sincerest apologies to you, Mr. Biz, for having to endure Travis Canning for that last matchup.
It wasn't all bad, Mr. Winters, although I am happy to see you back in the booth at my side. I did manage to speak to Mr. Canning and inform him that I will be filing an official complaint about this malarkey that's going on with the Capital City Saints.
That's right. I wouldn't even be able to say their name either. I'd be that disgusted. Absolute travesty of justice, as I said before. But right now, let's turn our attention to this sure to be hotly contested matchup between Wild Thing Tony King and the Maritime Predator Titus.
And here we go. Tony King, a man that I have and harbor such deep respect for. Tony has been around for a very long time. He is truly the king of kings in Newfoundland wrestling.
He's a class act.
He is.
All the way.
100%.
Pure class. I couldn't agree more.
Here we go. Titus there. I think he pulled the hair there that time, Todd, to get Tony in the corner. And look.
It wouldn't surprise me. I've seen a lot of Titus in the ring before. He certainly brings it inside the squared circle. There's no doubt about that. But now he's going to go one-on-one with the Wild Thing.
And look, he just nonchalantly dumps the Wild Thing out of the ring. Absolutely not a care in the world for his opponent.
It's disrespect.
100% disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
And speaking of disrespect, look at these peons in the front row.
These little scrots sitting in the front row trying to put their hands on the Wild Thing, Tony King.
Right? And look, Tony King definitely at that moment, he even told the referee, he pulled my hair.
Because he did.
Right?
I would 100%, if the Wild Thing Tony King told me something, I'd take it to the bank, my friend.
That's right.
I would take it to the bank.
One of the most trustworthy members of the NEW roster.
I know, and if you had Mr. Canning out here now, you'd hear him say, oh, well, he cheated to beat Max Power, and he cheated in a tag match with Arsenal against Dynamite Davis and Marcus Burke, and he cheated against Shane Stevens. No, he didn't. It's called capitalizing on an opportunity.
100%. See, and this is why we get along so well, Mr. Winters.
That's right.
And look, again, underhanded tactics. You want to talk about disrespectful, and you want to talk about a purveyor of underhanded tactics. Let's talk about Titus for a second, because that's all I'm seeing out of him so far. Closed fists, pulling of the hair. Look, and there you go. Tony King prevails and goes right to work on that leg.
That's right, and it's a smart maneuver by the Wild Thing Tony King. Titus certainly a giant inside the ring. Certainly tall in stature, and the best way to take a man down such as that is to chop him down to size, and that looks to be what the Wild Thing's gonna do.
Certainly. You take him off of his feet, you take one of the wheels away from Titus, and then all of a sudden, his height and that power game that he was planning to exploit against the smaller Tony King goes away, and he has to try and come up with a brand new game.
Certainly, what Tony lacks in size, he certainly makes up for in strategy inside the squared circle.
Strategy and ferocity. Take a look at this. I've never seen him so fired up before. And come on, ref. That was a clear rake of the eyes. Where was the call? That should have been a disqualification right there.
Terrible officiating. Much like the officiating by Gerald B. O'Neill in that tag title match. Absolutely horrendous.
You know something? I haven't actually decided what I want to do about that right now. I may lobby to have Gerald B. O'Neill's job before the end of the game.
And I wouldn't blame you one bit. I'll join you in that lobbying.
All right.
Perfect.
Time to start a petition or something.
Yeah.
But right now we see the King of Kings, the King of Newfoundland Wrestling, Tony King, going to work on that leg. And wait.
More disrespect.
That just nonchalantly dumps his opponent over the top rope. This is completely, not only is it disrespectful, it's dangerous. Tony could have landed on his head that time. He could have landed awkwardly, hurt his shoulder, hurt his leg. Yes, Tony, I don't blame you. I'd get mad too and just go in and kick the leg out from underneath him.
That's right, certainly. Not letting up on that leg here today and Evolve. Brilliant tactics by the Wild Thing, Tony King. And you see Justin Cricker getting in there and making sure the shoulders are not down on the mat.
And you know what? For the first time in this match, Justin Crickard is in the proper position to try and make sure that he's not missing a pinfall opportunity. Because if we played back a little bit, I'm almost certain that Tony, oh my God, Tony misses and the bare exposed elbow down on the mat. I can tell you right now, that does not feel nice at all.
And you can see he certainly has his lasting effects on the Wild Thing here as Titus mounting some offense, trying to get back on the comeback train.
A reversal by Tony.
Just too much.
Too much damage done to that leg. Titus tried to float over as Tony King came into attack when he landed.
Certainly, his own body weight there working to his disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. And this is what we were talking about, Todd. And look at that beautiful spinning enziguri by Tony. And this is where Tony King's game plan is going to come to fruition. It's going to bear fruit for him. If Titus can't stand, Titus can't fight.
Certainly, I agree with you there, 110%. Narrowly escaping Titus there today after that beautiful karate kick from the Wild Thing, Tony King.
And here we go, staying on that leg now.
Looks like he's going to attempt a half crab here.
Maneuvering into a half crab, and I enjoy the fact that he maneuvered him away from the ropes that they were facing. It's a long way. It doesn't matter how tall you are. When that pressure is being applied to your knee, onto your lower back, and you can see Tony King has really sat down with it. Having to crawl through that pain is a brutal experience to get to that rope.
Especially after the relentless attack on that knee of Titus by the Wild Thing, Tony King here today.
And here we go. It looks like, there we go. Titus gets to the bottom rope.
He's got till 5.
He has till 5.
He's got till 5.
I don't understand why the fans are booing.
You can see the official warning the Wild Thing here today that he needs to break that hold on his 5 count.
Momentary lapse in concentration by the Wild Thing. You don't normally see that. Normally he's right back on top of an opponent. But here we go. And Titus muscles him up and over onto the apron. But Tony has an answer for everything.
Wherewithal, certainly Tony King's strong point here today, as he manages to capitalize and viciously assaults Titus's leg on the ring post.
And this is where I have to start asking, how badly do you want to be a hero to these peons? Is it worth your knee? Is it worth your career? You could have tapped out a couple of minutes ago, and you could have got back on a plane and went back to New Brunswick or Nova Scotia or wherever it is you came from, and you still could have been able to walk. But now look, figure 4 around the ring post,
Certainly Tony harboring close to a disqualification. And he decides to let up. And fans, we have to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be back with more of this hot action on NEW Evolved.
We are back on NEW Evolved as Tony King. Oh, Tony King gets cut off with a closed fist by Titus as he was trying to ascend the rope.
It was a closed fist. The referee should be stepping in, and he has not.
Well, you want to know what I found interesting about that? The cameraman was in the perfect position, while the guy that we're paying to be in a good position wasn't. Brutal superplex from the middle rope there.
That's got to take it all out of you there today.
But I don't think Titus can capitalize. There's been that much damage done to his leg, and just coming off of that second rope, and it just blows all the air out of you as we see it again there. He's gone through so much this afternoon. I don't think he can actually. I don't think he can capitalize on this.
No, you see the impact of that there on the instant replay. Two men just crushing down to the canvas from about 10 feet in the air.
And you can see Tony now trying to shake it off, crawling his way to the corner. And on the other side, you do see Titus, who is one tough customer. And he's trying to get back to his one good leg. Both men almost back to their feet now. The standing 10 count is waved off by referee Justin Crickard.
Certainly, this contest has been unreal here today. Both these men laying it all on the line, and Titus mounting a comeback here.
Big chop. Sends Tony off. Big boot. But how much damage is done to that leg, Winters?
Look at that, though. He manages to fall on top of the wall thing for the close pinfall.
Wild thing, Tony King just barely able to kick out that time. I don't think he was expecting a flurry of offense from Titus. I figured he probably thought that he was just going to have to keep on him until a moment came up where he could finish this matchup.
Titus picking up the wall thing here. What's this?
How's he going to keep doing this with his bad leg? How much longer before his leg? Oh!
Tony with the block. A beautiful reversal. 1, 2. Another reversal. 1, 2.
Both men able to kick out of pinfall attempts. And here we go. Oh, that has got to be it.
That's it. The finisher of the wall thing. The kill switch.
We have seen Tony King win so many matches using that maneuver. All he's got to do is crawl over to the prone body of Titus. This is it. It's got to be it. Here we go.
Be it. 1,
2. Oh my God!
I don't know about that one. I mean, the count seemed to be pretty fair, but that was as close gets.
That was everything but 3. And Tony King, the frustration is setting in now on the King of Kings, the Wild Thing. And he goes right back to that knee. And if I'm Titus, I've really got to reevaluate some of the life choices I've made, including not tapping out to that half grab and kicking out after that kill switch. Because now it's going to be it looks like it's going to be a figure 4 right in the middle of the ring. Great ring positioning by Justin Crickard as he's there to make sure if Titus's shoulders are on the mat, he's there to count the pinfall.
Titus barely kicks out.
Just tap out. Nobody will think anything less of you. Because
Certainly.
we don't think anything of you now.
I agree with you there. But look at the pain. He's writhing in pain there on the canvas.
And I don't think Tony can actually believe what's going on. How much Titus can take, how much punishment Titus can take.
Well, Tony's certainly been on a roll here in New Evolution Wrestling, and he's not looking to stop, and he's not looking to be derailed by the Maritime Predator, and Tony barely escapes and gets to the ropes.
Did you see that? After everything that Titus has been through, he was able to roll that figure 4 over and alleviate all the pressure on his knee and put all that pressure right back on Wild Thing Tony King. I've got to admit, I am 100% shocked at the showing from Titus, especially considering how he's working on one good leg.
Tony's got him prone here in the corner. Catches a boot. Titus scales to the second rope. What's this going to be here? Oh, Tony catches him.
Oh my God.
That's vicious. And look, he's going to go right back to that leg. I think we're going to see another figure 4. Here we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Titus with a small package.
Oh my
God. And
out of nowhere.
Squeaks out the win.
And you see the Wild Thing. That's right. That's what he should be doing here today.
That's right. Tony King was cheated that time.
It was a fast count, I think.
There was a fast count. Titus was holding on to his trunks.
And now he's going to pay the price here as the Wild Thing shoves referee Justin Crickett out of the way and assaults the leg of Titus with the ring bell. This is vicious. We have never seen this side of the Wild Thing, Tony King.
We are witnessing Tony King's reaction to being disrespected, not only by all these peons, but by Titus and head official Justin Crickett this afternoon. And he's not going to stand for it. He is wrestling royalty. He is the king of kings. And anybody who disrespects him should be treated in such a manner.
Here comes that other miscreant, Gerald B. O'Neill.
Somebody needs to check that guy's prescription on his glasses, too.
That's right, and Tony King steps out of the ring here after the damage is done. And I, for one, applaud the Wild Thing stepping up to the plate. That's right, clap, clap. Stepping up to the plate here today on NEW Evolved, and you can see the effects on the Maritime Predator as Tony leaves the ring. He may not have got the victory, but he certainly won the war. And you can see the mealy-mouthed fans here in the armory with their little signs. That's right, Tony, you show him who's boss.
I love it.
We'll catch you next time, fans, on NEW Evolved.
New Evolution Wrestling would like to thank the following supporters: Greco Pizza, Torbay Road; Adam Tucker Photography; TPI Travel Agent Kayla Gavin; EJ Cram's Home Hardware; The Hub Printing and Catering; JC's Entertainment.